The man cut open one side of a bucket, poured in some seawater, and covered it with plastic wrap. He placed a metal can inside and put a heavy object on the center of the plastic wrap. As the sun heated the seawater, it evaporated and formed droplets, which fell into the can. This way, he could collect fresh water. The amount was very small, but it was enough to keep him from dying of thirst. Next, he had to find food. He took out a fishing line and prepared to catch something to eat. Just then, a cargo ship appeared on the horizon. He quickly lit a flare, waved his arms, and shouted for help, but the giant ship didn't notice him at all. It sailed right past. Angry and hopeless, the man threw the flare into the ocean. At that moment, the fishing line moved. He carefully reeled it in. Suddenly, a shark leapt from the water and snatched the fish away. Beneath the lifeboat, several more sharks circled, watching him closely. The man stayed hidden in the boat, too scared to move. That night, he was woken by a loud noise. Another cargo ship was passing by. He fired 2 flares into the sky. The night lit up bright. But again, no one noticed. The ship disappeared into the dark. By the 7th day of drifting, the man had no food left and survived on tiny sips of fresh water. He took out his sextant again. Now, he had drifted far off course. That meant the chance of being found was very small. He lost all hope. He took out his notebook, wrote his final words on a piece of paper, sealed it in a bottle, and tossed it into the sea, hoping someone might find it and know what happened to him. That night, he saw lights on the water again. It was the 3rd ship he had seen, but he had no flares left. So he tore out pages from his notebook, lit them on fire in the bucket, and tried to signal with the flames. He had no strength left to shout, so he just waved his hands. Still, there was no response. He thought the fire was too small, so he threw the whole notebook in. The fire grew larger and spread to the lifeboat. He had no choice but to jump into the sea. Now, even his last way to survive was gone. He stared up at the night sky, full of anger and despair. At last, he gave up fighting and chose to face death calmly. His body slowly sank into the deep ocean. Just as the sea was about to swallow him, a beam of light shone down from above. The man, who had lost all hope, felt a spark of life again. He swam upward with all his strength. In the end, he survived.